Matt just always had interest in a lot of different things. It was just a joy to raise. He was very funny. He was just a very happy kid. Early on, he couldn't play here in Westlake in Pop Warner because he was too big. So we had to go out to Dripping Springs, where I guess they didn't have any rules about that.
Matt and I came into 9th grade at Westlake together. Matt was ready to compete on varsity when he was in 8th grade. He had the mental toughness, he was focused, he was as big as anybody else, and he worked hard.
Well, I was our offensive line coach and offensive coordinator, so Matt was with me each and every day. For someone his size, I never saw anybody work harder, and I'd say his energy level, day in and day out, I couldn't duplicate with anybody. Matt always had a smile on his face, even when things got really, really tough. When Matt did things, everybody watched. Matt wants to be the best he can be without at the expense of someone else. And I think that's what makes a leader, that I'm going to be the best I can be, but I want you to be the best you can be. There was a whole lot of great kids in that group. We had someone like Justin Tucker, obviously had Nick Foles. You had Stephen Schaefer wanting to go in the Air Force Academy to play. And you had 3 other UT students playing center guard tackle. It's a special group for sure.
Leading back to spring before our senior year, we had a lot of interest in our program, and we had every coach in the country on the sideline, mainly for Matt Nader at this point, and we couldn't keep the press and the media out because people wanted to see number 70 and what he was going to do. September 15th, 2006, we hop on the bus to play A&M Consolidated, got a big physical program, big team that we're going out there to play.
They were high ranked, we were high ranked. Everything's normal through warm up, everything's great through, run out, everything seems good to go.
When Matt's warming up, I've watched him so many times, and I just looked down that day and I said, there's something not right. He's not moving the way he usually does.
We go out on our first series and have a tremendously successful long drive. Matt looked at me, and then his eyes kind of rolled back, and then Matt fell backwards on the bench.
And the next thing Barbara and I know is that they're yelling, saying, Matt's down.
We get down there and he's on the ground and he is blue. And we got down on our knees and felt for a pulse, and there was no pulse, and you just can't even believe that.
I immediately said a prayer and just started praying, and I said, just please let Matt be okay, please let Matt live.
There were a number of doctors who are parents of players, and they came flying down once they saw us doing CPR. A AED had been donated to the athletic department, and Paul Tucker, cardiologist, quickly applied the AED and shocked him, and boom, Matt's alive.
Here's a young man who had done everything in his power to get to play D1 football. And he had dedicated himself, proven himself, received a scholarship, and then overnight his dreams were taken away. He accepted that that was God's path for him, and he made the decision to use his story and his experience in life to help so many others.
And I think undoubtedly that's why Mack Brown honored his scholarship, brought him to UT, and said every young man 18 to 23 years old needs to be around a kid like Matt Nader.
I think he has a purpose and a mission to be here. And I really think the Matt Nader story is not about that incident. I think the Matt Nader story is the next 10 years that followed.
He and Barbara got involved with the Texas legislature in trying to pass the Senate bill that required AEDs at schools.
And there's no question that he has saved lives.
Matt gets up each and every day and saves lives. And it's the patients that he interacts with, the product and technology that he brings to those patients, spreading the word of awareness for AED and screening. He dedicates so much of his own personal time to impact and influence so many others.
It's important to screen. These are easy tests to do, and if you catch a disease process in a child and you can prevent that deadly condition from occurring in a child, you should do everything you can to prevent it.
The cost of doing this screening is anywhere from $600 to $1,000. This test is available for 14 to 18-year-olds in the state of Texas for free. And this is only possible due to Championship Heart Foundation and people like you guys participating in this very important mission.
When you can do the things that Matt has done and probably helped out more kids than he'll ever imagine. I mean, that's just being a hero.